Moving on, the latest update coming in on the IPL betting case. A day after shocking details emerged in the case which hinted at the alleged involvement of another former cop in the betting scandal, the police is now likely to grill ex-police officer Suhail Buddha's brother Sameer Buddha. Notorious bookie Sonu Jalan was arrested from Sameer's car. Apart from him, film producer Parag Sanghvi is also now likely to be questioned. Remember, on Monday, sources told Mirror Now that bookie Sonu Jalan also used to lay honey traps to blackmail people, and several celebrities and top cops of Mumbai police had fallen prey to him. So more and more details are now tumbling out as the police is investigating into the modus operandi of Sonu Jalan. More and more names coming up, and some of the names that are now coming up raises serious questions on the involvement, on the collusion of top police officers in Mumbai police. And it is, of course, important that this kind of information is pieced together to understand the level and extent to which this particular betting racket used to operate. Sonu Jalan obviously is the man who is under the scanner at the moment, but it is possible that there could be more masterminds involved. Richa joining us on the phone line. Richa, over to you for all the latest in this case.
That's right. In fact, yesterday, as we had reported, both Parag Sanghvi as well as Sameer Buddha, in fact, was summoned by the Thane police. And today at 11 a.m. is when they are going to be called in for their round of questioning, as well as the statements will also be recorded by Pradeep Sharma himself, who is the investigative officer in this case. During the interrogation with Sonu Jalan, who has now been arrested, that is when these two names of both Parag Sanghvi as well as Sameer Buddha had in fact cropped up, and it has been alleged that Sameer Buddha as well as his ex-cop brother Suhail Buddha had in fact made a transaction of about 2 crore rupees to Sonu Jalan. And in fact, Sonu Jalan, who was arrested on 29th, was in fact found to be in the car of Sameer Buddha. So they did have certain amount of connections and transactions, on the basis of which Thane police did summon them to know what exactly was their role and involvement in this whole betting case this year.
Right, so more and more names coming out, but the interesting part here is that the involvement, the collusion of very senior police officers, this one that we're talking about, the latest connection that has come out, Richa, of Sameer Buddha, what does it indicate? What could be its implications really in terms of how betting rackets of this nature operates, with perhaps connivance from some very important people in the system, in the police force?
Yes, clearly. In fact, the Thane police have from the very beginning, once they had arrested Sonu Jalan, who is considered to be a high-end bookie, had maintained that from Arbaaz Khan to a number of high-profile people have in fact been named by Sonu Jalan. In fact, the diary that they have also found with other details, they also have mentioned that they have various kinds of photograph evidence as well as transaction evidences to prove that there are a lot of high-profile people in fact involved in this betting racket at this point. The police is not divulging too much, but they are stating that as we move forward, we will be able to in fact disclose many more such names, and specifically talking about Sameer Buddha as well as Parag Sanghvi. Parag Sanghvi being from the Bollywood background, and
yes,
a number of films with Ram Gopal Verma, and Sameer Buddha himself, in fact, brother of Suhail Buddha. They both, the police sources are indicating that they might even send out a summon to Suhail Buddha himself, but that will only be known once we proceed in the day-to-day.
Right, so top film producer Parag Sanghvi, top police officer, brother Sameer Buddha, all these names that are coming out, of course, make this entire saga more and more interesting. Thanks for joining us, Richa, with the latest update.